been a day. And not a good one. It had its moments. It started out okay. Started out good, encouraging. But not the rest of the day. Man. I can't even, fake it. For that reason, we're doing one video today. One video. No exercise. Just going to do one video. Call it a day. It's 3:22 in the morning. It's 3:22 in the morning. Man. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Let's get into this.
Hello and welcome to Chapter 9. Now we're going to talk about Python dictionaries. Python dictionaries are...
Python dictionaries. What is a collection? A collection is nice because we can put more than one value in it and carry them around, or carry them all around in one convenient package. We have a bunch of values in a single variable. We have a bunch of values in a single variable. We do this by having more than one place in... Wait, what? We do this by having more than one place in the variable. We have ways of finding the different places in the variable.
Are probably the thing that most programmers love the most about Python because they're very powerful. They're like a little in-memory database. It's the second of our kinds of collections and probably the best collection. To review what a collection is, it is a situation where we are going to have a variable, like a list or a dictionary, that we can put multiple pieces of information in rather than a single piece of information. And of course, prior to collection...
What is not a collection? Most of our variables have one value in them. When we put a new value in the variable, the old one is, or the old value is overwritten.
We would put something into X, and then we would put something else into X, and it would be overwritten. And now with lists, we can append things on to the end. And so if we compare lists...
Keep on pausing. A story of two collections. List, a linear, I feel like that's important, collection of values that stay in order. I guess like a Pringles can. Dictionary, a bag of values, each with its own label. Like that.
And dictionaries. The list is sort of the organized version of the collections. Everything stays in order. You add something, it always adds to the end. You take something, it sort of compacts itself. It's 0 through the n-1, where n is the number of items. And so it's very organized, kind of like a Pringles, where the potato chips are nicely stacked. Dictionaries are messier. You can put things into dictionaries. There's no real sense of order in dictionaries. Everything has a key, so you sort of throw things in and they kind of mix around in there somehow, and you pull things out based on the key. It's like you sort of stick a label on it, where you say, okay, I'm going to take this thing and I'm going to put Chuck on it, and I'm going to take these sunglasses with the Chuck label, and I'm going to throw it into the dictionary, and I'm like, hey, give me back Chuck. I'm like, oh, here's your sunglasses, because you mark everything. This is like the key. This is the value. I took a pair of sunglasses and I threw it in. So it's kind of like a purse, or it's a sort of like a mess. And so the idea is you have these labels that you put on everything that you're going to throw in, or it's a sort of like a mess. And so the idea is you have these labels that you put on everything that you're going to throw in. Like I'm going to put, hope it won't stick to my keys. What else do I got here? I'm going to stick a label on my pen, a Chuck label, and I'm going to store a pen in my dictionary with the Chuck label. And so it's like having a purse or a bag or a backpack where you have things labeled, and you can throw things in and label them, and you can shout into your bag and say, give me the calculator, or give me the candy, or whatever it is that you have labeled them. You have to come up with the labels, and then you can use the labels to get things back.
Can you have multiple names, multiple tags, keys for the same thing?
Because you have things like, or a pen in my, what else do I got here? Sort of like a mess. Labels that you put on everything that you're going to throw in. Like I'm going to put, hope it won't stick to my keys. What else do I got here?
So he just,
I'm going to stick a label on my
name
pen.
the sunglasses and the
Chuck
pen
label, and I'm going to store
Chuck.
a pen in my dictionary
Just change
with
it
the Chuck label.
Forgive
And
me.
so it's like having a purse or a bag or a backpack where you have things labeled, and you can throw things in and label them, and you can shout into your bag and say, give me the calculator, or give me the candy, or whatever it is that you have labeled them. You have to come up with the labels, and then you can use the labels to get things back out.
Dictionaries. Dictionaries are Python's most powerful data collection. Dictionaries allow us to do fast database-like operations in Python. Dictionaries have different names in different languages. Associative arrays, Perl, PHP, properties or map. Oh, I get it. So dictionaries are called associative arrays in Perl/PHP, properties or map or hash map in Java, property bag in C# and .NET. I think someday we might be learning C#, so that's interesting.
And like I said, they're probably the most powerful thing, and they're basically this concept that's generally referred to as associative arrays, which means they're like lists, but they have these keys. And so the associative means the association between a key and a value. Whereas in a list, there's a position in a value, and the position is less powerful and less flexible. Most modern programming languages have this notion of associative arrays. If they don't, they're sort of unpopular, because once you get using them, you're like, whoa, they're so powerful. If you ever find yourself in a language that doesn't have them, you'll freak out. They have different names like property maps or hash maps or property bags, depending on the language you're using, but they all are the same thing. They're key value pairs. So the idea of a dictionary.
Lists index their entries based on the position in the list. Dictionaries are like bags, no order. So we index the things we put in the dictionary with a lookup tag. Okay. With the lookup tag. Purse equals dictionary. So purse is the... Oh, that's clever. Purse, money equals 12. Purse, candy equals 3. Tissues equals 75. Print, purse. Money 12. Tissues, tissue 75. Candy 3. So it's not in the linear order. Print purse, so only print candy 3. Purse candy. What on earth? Purse candy plus or equals purse candy plus 2 print purse. So it's got money, which hasn't changed, tissues hasn't changed, candy equals 5. Because it was 3 plus 2.
Dictionary is that, or the idea of any collection is putting more than one thing in, and then the difference is that you have ways of indexing it. So this basically line says, let's make ourselves a dictionary, just like we constructed an empty list, and I want to store 12 into this dictionary, and I want to label it money. And so on the left-hand side, when we use this money, that's the label that we're going to give it. And so 12 is being placed in the dictionary. That's like taking the 12, throwing it in the dictionary with a label of money. 3 is going in with a label of candy, and 75 is going in with tissues. And we say, what's in there? And there's no order to it. And sometimes the order can even change inside of a dictionary, although there are more advanced versions of dictionaries that maintain some kind of order. But for now, let's just not worry about the ordering of them. If we say what's in there, you say, oh, there's 3 things in there. There is 12, 75, and 3, and stored under the keys money, tissues, and candy, respectively. We can ask, using the index operator, what is per sub candy? And that's like saying, hey, give me back candy, and out comes the number 3, which is that. We can update stuff. So we can say, go grab the candy version, add 2 to it, make 5, and then store that back into candy. And so now we see that candy has been set up to be 5. And and so if you look at the difference between
comparing lists and dictionaries, dictionaries are like lists, except that they use keys instead of numbers to look up values. First equals list. First dot append 21. First dot append 183. Print first, so you got 21 and 183. First 0 is 23. Print first, which is 180. Wait, what? I'll just print first. Yeah, that's 23 and 83. Or 183. Triple D equals dictionary. DDD age equals 21. I guess it's DDD sub. DDD sub age, DDD sub course equals 182. DDD course 182, age 21. DDD age, sub age equals 23. Print add, or I keep thinking that's like ADD, I guess, but it's DDD. Course 182, age 23. It's not 21 anymore because it was changed. 23. Cool.
Lists and dictionaries, they both can have new items added to them. We haven't talked a lot about deleting, but items can be deleted from them. The difference is the indexing mechanism, how we look things up, how we store things, and how we look things up. So we make an empty list, we make an empty dictionary. We add 21 to the end, and we add 183 to the end, and we ask it, and it says, oh, position 0 is 21, and position 1 is 183. We don't see the positions when we print it out because it's sort of implicit. Here we're going to mark 21 with age and stick it in, and mark 182 with course and stick it in, and then we're going to print it out, and there we got course and age mapped. And we can add a 23 and stick it back in age, and that overwrites. So the 21 becomes the 23. We can do the same thing in a list, except we say lists of 0, because in lists the indexing is position, and so this 21 becomes 23. And again, because in lists the indexing is position, and so this 21 becomes 20.
Oh, that's how this turned into 23. First 0 equals 23. Okay, I got you.
23. And again, you just look.
Whoa, first equals list. I think I like lists more. You know? There's like initial reactions. First dot append 21, 183. First 21, 183. First equals 23. It's like just what we just did. List. Value. Okay, yeah. And this is more all that. Dictionary key, course, age. Value. Oh, so this is a really good way of explaining what they mentioned already, that it uses numbers to keep track of the values, when for dictionaries it's the keys that do it. But it's the same values, or can be the same values, I should say.
Look at them, and you can think of each of these as pretty much doing roughly the same thing, except the indexing mechanism. The values are the same, but the keys are different. So in lists, the keys are always the position, and you don't get to assign.
Is it called a key too? I guess it is called a key. I didn't really think about that.
Assign those, other than the fact that the order in which you put them in implicitly assigns a position. And in dictionaries, the key is a string. You can actually use other things. I use strings a lot in this lecture, but that's just to kind of keep things simple until you get good at it. You can actually use numbers as the dictionary index, the dictionary keys if you want. But the values are things you put in and manage in those dictionaries. So we can, just like
dictionary literals, constants. Dictionary literals use curly braces and have a list of key value pairs. You can make an empty dictionary using empty curly braces. JJJ equals curly Chuck. Oh. 1 Fred 42 January. Or Jan. Not January. 100 print. Okay. So it just spits out all that. Okay.
Like lists, we have dictionary literals. And what's nice about dictionary literals is that they use the exact same syntax as the printout. And so it starts with a curly brace, ends with a curly brace, and then has a series of key colon value, key colon value, key colon value.
Oh, it is like print.
And this is sort of the associative array bit. We are associating 1 with the key Chuck. We are associating 42 with the key Fred. We're associating Jan and 100. Then we print it out, it kind of looks exactly the same. And so the print statements in Python are nice in that you ask what's in a thing, you show the stuff, and it shows you in the syntax that if you type that into Python, that would be how you do a constant.
So it's not exactly like print. I mean, you're basically just typing what you would print, I think. Because you still obviously need to type in print JJJ.
And if you just say empty array, you see me also do DICT. This is constructor where you say make a new empty dictionary. This is an empty dictionary constant. These two things are pretty much the exact same thing. This is a shortcut to doing this.
Ooh, I like that.
The empty curly braces is a shortcut to do the
DICT
construction. So up next we're going to talk about sort of one of the really common applications of dictionaries, and that is counting.
What does DICT equal after running this code? Friday 20, Thursday 7, Saturday 1. Excuse me. Oh, so Thursday's changed to 16, 13, excuse me. Saturday is 2, Sunday's 9. So Friday doesn't change. But Sunday's added. Okay, so Friday's, it's got to have a Friday. How many is it? 1, 2, 3. Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's going to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It has to be this because it's the only one with 4. That one has 2 Thursdays and 2 Saturdays, which is not right. A tubular. Nice. All right. I know it was a quick one today. Quick. Another 19-minute one. But that is going to do it for today. I just gotta, like, I got some good editing done earlier. That's the premiere down there, so I feel good with that. But then I have more editing to do, which it will be fun editing. So that's going to be good. But yeah, it's been a day. So more accurately, it's been an evening. The evening was rough. But thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a prayer request if you want. I would love to be able to, or would love to have the opportunity to know how to pray for you guys. Please like and subscribe if you want. Love God, love people. And I will see you guys not tomorrow. Okay, so I'm not streaming tomorrow because I serve at church on Sunday. And so getting up Sunday morning and doing that, and so I don't want to be streaming the night before. So it will probably be Monday. Probably be Monday when I stream next, or I mean technically early Tuesday if it's like 1:30 in the morning. But we'll see. We'll see what the time looks like. But thank you guys so much for watching. Excuse me if I don't think I spit. But I will catch you guys soon.